Okay. Hey guys, welcome to our team call tonight. We have a very exciting guest speaker. We have Samantha Hawley. I hope I just said your last name right. I connected with her in the NLC page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a premier coach last year, 2015. She is a 5-star diamond right now, which is awesome, but she's got a big Thursday coming up. So we'll be cheering for you that everything pans out, and she starts her 8-star qualifying on Thursday. She's also a Success Club 10 legend, which means she's been in Success Club 10 for over 24 months in a row, which is insane. And she is, what else am I missing? She's a 6-figure earner. Am I getting it all? There was so much. Oh, someone's crawling in. But she's basically totally awesome. And I think what she's going to talk about tonight is a huge part of your business. You know, I think people get really caught up in once you get past Emerald and getting to Diamond and getting to 1-star and 2, and it's like, really, if you just focus on getting to Emerald and bringing your coaches with you and just doing that over and over again, you're going to advance in rank. And Samantha even has, I think she said she has 10 coaches in her second business center, and 8 of those 10 coaches have 1 or more coaches under them, which is incredible. As you start to build a team, you'll see trying to get that many of the ones that you have to come along with you is really, really difficult. So I hope you guys got your notebooks ready. I'm going to open it up and let her take over.
All right. Yeah, I love talking about this topic because what I'm most passionate about in all of Beachbody and all of the things I do is working with my team and helping to build emeralds and helping them to build emeralds. And really the team cycle bonus for anyone who wants a solid income with this, no matter if you're full-time, like you have a full-time job, or you're a full-time coach, whatever it may be, you can still build a solid income, and 95% of that is going to come from your team cycle bonus. So building a team is huge and almost critical if you're expecting to have lasting financial success with this opportunity. So I actually have a presentation for you, and let me share my screen. All right. And I actually put this presentation together with Abby Walsh, so I can't take full credit of all of the slides here. But I'm going to teach you guys how to hit Emerald yourself if you are not yet at Emerald, and then also some tips on how you can then help your coaches hit Emerald. So, starting right from the basics, how to achieve Emerald rank, all you need is 2 coaches. And you need 1 coach on your right leg and 1 coach on your left leg. These 2 coaches will be automatically placed for you. So you don't have to do anything regarding placement. The first 2 coaches that sign up will automatically be placed, 1 on your right and 1 on your left. They do need to be active, which means they need to have 50 PV. If they sign up with a challenge pack, which hopefully they will have way more than 50 PV and automatically be active. But if you get someone that doesn't want to sign up with a challenge pack and they want to pay the $39.95 enrollment fee, they will also have to buy something worth PV in order to get them active. Once you have 2 active coaches, then you are officially Emerald. So here are some strategies on how to build to Emerald and get those 2 coaches. The very first strategy, I guess, is decide to go for it. You can't wish that you're going to get to Emerald or hope that it's going to happen by the end of the month. You have to sit down and make that decision that you are going to be an Emerald coach, and you need to just go for it. You need to do all of the activities that we're going to share with you, commit to it, and you will be an Emerald coach. So decide to go for it and to shoot for that rank. Give yourself a date to reach it. I don't know if you guys are motivated by deadlines, but I'm definitely one of those people where if I have a deadline, I'm going to do everything that I can to reach that deadline. And if I don't reach that deadline, it's very soon afterwards. So give yourself a date that you want to achieve it. And for Emerald rank, depending on who you're trying to attract, I really feel like you can hit Emerald in 1 week. I mean, I know you can. A lot of my coaches hit Emerald in 1 or 2 weeks. And we'll talk about why in the next one, but don't give yourself a 6-month time frame to reach Emerald. It's really not that hard. And the longer you put it out, the longer it's going to take you. The shorter you give yourself, the quicker it'll take you to hit Emerald. Next is sign your spouse or sibling or parent or best friend forever. Sign anyone that you know. And the reason why your spouse is particularly important is because you are, I heard it phrased once as, you're giving them Park Place if you were playing Monopoly. You're setting them up in the best spot possible financially, because any coach that you sign after them, their volume will roll up to them and they're going to start building a strong leg. And you don't have to work your spouse's account. Literally just sign your spouse up, hopefully with a challenge pack, because bonus, you'll get 2 points, 2 success club points. But sign your spouse up and get him or her on your leg, and he usually is your very first coach is getting your spouse signed up. And there's a great video that I send all of my new coaches. It's called The Significance of Signing Your Spouse or Sibling, I think. I can get the exact link in because I don't remember who it's from, but I'll send it to Angela. And so sign up your spouse and your BFF, and usually I am newly engaged, and so a lot of the people that I'm attracting are also engaged or married. And so what they'll do is that they will sign up one of their parents and one of their spouses, and bam, they're Emerald in a week, in a day. I've had a coach go Emerald the same day that she signed up because she saw the value of getting to Emerald quickly. And so she signed up 2 people right away. Another option is to sign a discount coach. And the way that I sign discount coaches is basically when I'm inviting to the challenge group opportunity, my upcoming fitness group. Once I learn about them, learn about their fitness goals, suggest a couple programs, they tell me which one they want to go with. That's when, right before I send the link and right after they say, okay, let's do this, is when I say, have you ever considered, or would you like to sign up as a discount member at the same time? It's the same exact cost. There's no fee to enroll. You can cancel at any time. And there's a $15 fee a month, which starts month 2. So I can send that scripting to you guys as well if you want it. Another way that I also like doing the discount coach scripting is, instead of leading with the discount, I actually say, I know you're going to see an incredible transformation with 21 Day Fix or whatever workout they do. Would you consider, or would you be interested in learning how you can share your fitness journey and become a coach and earn an income at the same time? So that's kind of a way to actually get an active coach when you're signing up someone with a challenge pack. Discount coaches are pretty easy to sign as long as you're selling challenge packs. Just including that one script at the end is really, really effective. So if you're not doing that, definitely do that now. Turn repeat clients into discount coaches. And I was actually just doing this before I hopped on the call. Every Monday, I go through my online office and I see who ordered a challenge pack 1 month ago, meaning that they're going to have their recurring Shakeology shipment shipped today through, I usually do it for about 8 or 9 days. So today through 8 or 9 days from now, who will be getting Shakeology? And then I send them a Facebook message usually that explains to them that when they signed up with their challenge pack, they were signed up for monthly shipments, which saved them an extra $12 on shipping. And I asked, would you like to switch your flavor, pause your shipments, or start saving 25% on all products, which is about $40 on each bag. So again, that's the same script that I use for someone that's about to buy a challenge pack, but this time they for whatever reason they didn't do it the first time around, and now they're going to be shipped Shakeology again, so why not save money? Another strategy is just be consistent with inviting to the coaching opportunity. Discount coaches are great, and I believe that I talk about this later on, but discount coaches are wonderful, but they're just kind of placeholders. Typically, I'd say 8 times out of 10, a discount coach will not become an active coach, meaning working their business. So you have to be inviting to the coaching opportunity. If you lead with the intention to get a discount, you're going to get someone who wants a discount. If you lead with the intention to sign up an active coach and talk about the opportunity, you're going to get someone who wants to work the actual coaching opportunity. And lastly, don't make it harder than it is. You guys, it's really not hard. Like I said, a lot of people sign up their spouse and their parent, and those are their first 2 coaches, and you did it. You're Emerald rank. And if you don't have that, or you don't want to sign up those people, I'd ask yourself why you don't want to sign them up, because that really is putting them in the best spot as well if they were to ever work their business, or if you were to ever work their businesses. But it's still super easy as long as you're just doing the discount coaching and inviting consistently. So using all of those strategies. And then I love this quote at the bottom. It says, you can do anything you set your mind to, but it takes action, perseverance, and facing your fears. So I know that it's scary to invite people to coaching. I was terrified when I did it. The first coach that I ever had sign up was a girl that I cheerleaded with her in high school. And we weren't like best friends. We were friendly, when we were on the same cheerleading team, but I hadn't talked to her in what I think was 8 years, probably 8 years or longer. And I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, what is she going to think of me? Am I going to say this right? Am I going to portray it correctly? And it is scary. I know it, but you just have to pick your people that you're going to invite and send the message. That girl is now a 4-star diamond coach on my team. So you never know who is going to be your next rockstar coach, and you're missing out if you're not inviting them to the opportunity. But it takes action, guys. With this whole presentation I have for you, if you are like agreeing with everything and you're so excited to hit Emerald, and then after this call you don't do anything, you're not going to hit Emerald. You're not going to push forward in your business. You have to take action in anything Beachbody related. Okay, so this is just a little bit about income growth. So now you've hit Emerald, and that means you've got 2 personally sponsored coaches, and there's lots of different perks that come with it. First of all, you start earning a team cycle bonus, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but that is where, like I said, most of your income will eventually come from your team cycle bonus. You also get carryover volume. So if you're not using the volume that you're accruing, and volume for there's super new coaches on the team, you get volume by buying things from your coaches, buying things or selling things. So you get carryover volume each week. And the best perks is that you are eligible for customer leads as well as Success Club leads. The difference between these two is that customer leads are people who they just buy either a workout program, or they just want a free coach. They didn't buy anything, or they signed up for the 30-day trial of club membership. So we don't make commission on these guys. We don't earn any Success Club points, but they're so great because if you're able to connect with them and build a relationship with them, hopefully they'll want to join your groups, and they'll eventually get a challenge pack, or they'll eventually buy something or even become a coach. So customer leads are awesome, and then Success Club leads are even better because Success Club leads are people that buy Shakeology. And we do not get Success Club points for them, but we do get instant commission. And just to give you guys an idea, I have had somebody order 7 bags of Shakeology. A Success Club lead order 7 bags of Shakeology. And I think I made, it was like $297 in commission just from that one Success Club lead. So the leads really add up in terms of commission. Now, to make sure that you're eligible to get the leads, Emerald is one of the criteria that you need. So you have to be Emerald. You also have to be a club member, meaning you yourself have access to on-demand. For customer leads, you need to hit Success Club 5 in the prior month. For Success Club leads, you need to hit Success Club 10 in the prior month. So Success Club 10, if you want the leads that are actually buying stuff and you get commission for, Success Club 10 needs to be your goal. And then you also need to have a before and after picture in your bio. and your actual bio filled in. And this can be so simple. Like your bio could say, hi, I'm Sam and I'm a coach. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. Your before picture and after picture could literally be the same exact picture as long as you have something in there. And the reason that they're doing that is because when your leads are told, like, here's your coach, they want to see who you are, and they want a little bit in your bio. They don't want to say, here's your coach, and then it's just completely blank, and they might think that nothing will come of that coach. And it must be in place by Wednesday. As anything with Beachbody, our weeks are Thursday through Wednesday evening. So all of that has to be in place by Wednesday. And here's just an example. This is one of Abby's commission that she earned from leads. So in March, she earned $259, February $302, in January $400, opposite direction. But she earned all that just from leads. So that's people that she hit just by becoming an Emerald coach and hitting all those benchmarks. So in 3 months, she earned nearly $1,000 just from those leads. And she also was able to sell challenge packs that month and all of that. So not including any of the team cycle bonus that I've hinted at, that is just pure sales and commission from those sales that she's been earning. All right, so left leg and right leg volume. The way that you earn a team cycle bonus is you have volume from your right leg and volume from your left leg. Volume, as I mentioned, is any of your coaches that are purchasing things or selling things. So if you have a coach under you that's hitting Success Club 5 and selling a lot of stuff, your volume is going to skyrocket because all of that volume is rolling up to you as well. So your left leg will have some and your right leg will have some. And one team cycle bonus means that we're drawing 200 PV from your strongest leg and 100 PV from your weakest leg. And if there are some people on this call that don't have a very strong leg or whatever, like you're kind of even, then it'll switch every week. Whatever leg is your strongest at that point will be what the 200 will come from. And it just kind of goes from there. So with this example, we start out with 540 and 200. So we take away 200 from the strong leg and take away 100 from the weak leg, and that is one cycle. So as an Emerald, that right there is $14. And then there's leftover. So we take another 200 from the left and another 100 from the right. And that's another $14. So this week you would have earned $28 just by doing nothing, by your team producing that volume. And then the left leg has a carryover of 140. So that means that next week you'll already start off with 140 team volume in your left leg that will go towards your next team cycle bonuses. And you can see here, rubies earn $16 per cycle and diamond earns $18 per cycle. And when I first saw this, I was like, what? Like, I'm advancing so much, building so much of my team, and all it is $18, $4 more per cycle. And it might sound really small to you like it did to me, but that is a huge increase when you're going to be having so much volume in both of your legs. It's a dramatic increase. And I actually just calculated it for one of my coaches who's been at Ruby for, I want to say like 3.5 months because she needs one more coach. And so I calculated how much she would have been making if she was a diamond the past 3 or 4 weeks. And she would have earned an extra $250 by doing nothing, just by like the same things going on. As if she was diamond, she would have earned $250 extra because of the team cycle bonus. So get to diamond ASAP, but Emerald is great too. And that's when you will start to earn these team cycle bonuses. And just to show you guys how big of an impact the team cycle bonus is this is one of my paychecks from a couple months ago, and I actually had negative retail commission, meaning I had returns from people who bought stuff before, and I did not make any sales that month or that week. I do have a $50 fast start bonus, so it looks like I did sign a coach that week. But other than that, I had no challenge pack sales and people returned stuff. So I made negative dollars in commission. So for those of you that had the same week I had but are not Emerald, you would have lost money this week. But I, at this point, was a diamond, and all 1,600 came from my team cycle bonus. So I did profit that week strictly from my team. I did nothing other than trying to train my team, but it was all of my team working their businesses and hitting Success Club and selling all of that stuff. So team cycle bonus is huge, you guys, especially if you want this to be your full-time job or just need another stable, big income. All right, so now you're an Emerald. And as soon as I have coaches hit Emerald, I set up a call to speak one-on-one with them. And in that call, I go over a little bit of what I just said to you guys, that, this is your left leg volume, this is your right leg volume, because it can be difficult to understand, especially if you've never been taught this before. So they don't know the differences between that and all about the team cycle bonuses. So I explain all of that. And then I say, okay, your next goal is to become a strong Emerald. At this point, when you have two coaches, one on each leg, if one of them goes inactive for any sort of reason, they cancel on you and they quit their coaching account, they don't end up ordering Shakeology, so they don't have the PB to keep them active. Whatever the reason, if they go inactive, you're down one coach and only have one coach on the opposite leg. So you're letting one coach determine your rank, and you never want that to happen. So your next goal as an Emerald is to be a strong Emerald by getting two more coaches, one on your right, one on your left. So ideally, you want two on your right and two on your left. And that way, if one cancels for some reason, you're still going to maintain Emerald rank because you have one on that side. The next thing I tell my coaches to focus on is you likely got to Emerald with discount coaches, which is great. Again, they're placeholders. They're definitely getting a benefit because they're saving 25%. But to get that team cycle bonus, you need business builders. You need people who actually want to work as a coach and to hit Success Club. So start focusing now on sending, now more than ever, more coaching opportunity invites versus challenge group opportunity invites. And just like we did when you were Emerald, set your goal date for Diamond. And Diamond will take a little bit longer because for Diamond, you need to have 8 coaches total with 2 Emeralds. So it will take longer. I hit Diamond in 6 months, and I think that's a little bit long for coaches now, because when I first signed up, I had never even heard of the phrase discount coaching, nor did my coach. And so we were only recruiting business builders and people who wanted to work the business. Granted, not all of them did, but that was all that we did. So it took me a little longer. But now with you guys having a mix of discount coaches and people who want to work the business, you can hit Diamond much quicker. So, set your goal date for that. And also break it down. Diamond also isn't even that hard to hit if you think about it as hitting Emerald 4 times, right? So you already did it once and you've got those 2 coaches, one on each leg. Do it again. And you have 2 coaches on each leg. And then do it a 3rd time. You'll have 3 coaches on each leg. And a 4th time, and you'll slowly start to grow. And if some of those are business builders, you have to teach them how to hit Emerald as well. And that will help you get to Diamond, which is what we're going to talk about now. How do you help your coaches get to Emerald? So some of this might sound repetitive because it's a lot of what you were taught to do. So the first thing is build your spouse to Emerald. Well, first of all, I don't think I included this on here. Tell your coaches to sign up their spouse and to sign up their parent or best friend or whoever. Anything that you learned, pass it down to them. And I'm going to jump to the second bullet here. It says you can teach someone to get to where you've been, right? You might be a week into coaching, but you hit Emerald. And so share that experience with them. How did you do it? And why did you do it? And so don't be afraid, if you're still brand new and you don't know what to do with coaches, you can teach someone where you've been and how you got there. Jumping back up to the first one strategy, which is kind of new to me, is building your spouse to Emerald. And the reason why this would be important, I would recommend doing this after you're a solid emerald. So after you have 2 coaches on your right and 2 on your left, then you can sign 2 more coaches up underneath your spouse. So this account right here. The reason why that's kind of a cool thing is because your spouse will start getting commission and those team cycle bonuses. And you want your spouse on your weak leg so that you can drive that weak leg volume, which is why I put here, reach out to your coach to learn what your strong leg is and what your weak leg is and where to place your spouse. And then that way you can more effectively work your and his account pretty easily. Help your coaches set a goal date. And also make sure that they know what Emerald is. I find a lot of coaches sometimes, sorry, I hear a messenger in the background. I find a lot of coaches, sorry, I just get really distracted. They don't know what Emerald is, and so it really is that simple, but we need to make sure that we are conveying what Emerald is and the importance of hitting it. So just make sure you have that communication with your team and also help them to set a date to hit it. And if they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know, I feel like it'll take me a month, challenge them. If you feel like they're going to be a rock star coach, challenge them to hit it in 2 weeks or in 1 week. Also, one thing that I love doing is recognition now. It's now the 4th vital behavior. And so recognize your coaches for everything, for big and small things. And regarding like the smallest things, when you notice your coach is starting to post more, recognize your coach for posting more and stepping outside of their comfort zone. Or one of my not even new coaches, she's been a coach for a long time, but she just started posting photos with herself in it. She started taking more selfies. So that's huge. Like, you can't really connect with someone if you don't know them and if you don't see them. So the fact that she's doing that, I think is huge and awesome. Or if you know that one of your coaches is doing their vital behaviors and filling out their bat every single day, recognize them for that. So these small things that won't yield to results right away, like they may not be at Success Club yet, or they may not be an Emerald yet, but you want to recognize the actions that you want repeated. And if you want them to keep sharing selfies of themselves, recognize that they're taking selfies. If you want them to continue to invite people, recognize that they're inviting people and slowly but surely stepping outside of that comfort zone. And then bigger recognition that I do is every time the very first challenge pack that one of my coaches sells, I recognize them for that. I also recognize them for getting halfway to Emerald, which is signing 1 coach. Even if that's their spouse, I do a picture of them with a post, and I'm like, give it up for Angela. She is halfway to Emerald. This is like the biggest accomplishment ever. She's a rock star, like climbing the ranks. She's like make them feel so special, because it is like Emerald is your very first big milestone that you're hitting in the company. And so you want them to feel appreciated and like they're doing a good job. My next favorite tip is run challenge groups together. And the way that I do this recently is after a coach signs up, when I set up my Getting Started Right call with them, one of the things we talk about is fitness groups. I don't like calling them challenge groups anymore because I find that's hard to relate to if you're not a coach. So I call them fitness accountability groups. And I give them 2 options. One is I will be there by their side and, help them create an event, create promotions for their upcoming group. I'll point them to where they can get our daily posting guides, and they will run the group on their own. And, a few coaches do that, but a lot of coaches go to the second option, which is where I'm the host. So I'm creating the event. I'm creating the My Challenge Tracker app group. I'm posting every single day. I am sharing the meal plans and recipes, and I'm doing all of that. So the only thing that your coaches or my coaches need to focus on is inviting. That's it. You're doing everything for them basically so that they can focus on inviting, which really is the most important part for a new coach, for them to get traction and to see a small victory right away. They need to make a sale or sign a coach to feel like they're going somewhere in the business. So That's how I like to do it for my team, because I'm able to get them to focus more on one thing. It's inviting and follow-ups. And I put them in a message thread where I'm sharing with them, like, hey, everyone, this is the exact script that I sent to invite 5 people to our fitness accountability group. Comment below when you've invited 3 people with their names. Or this is my follow-up script that I'll be sending today to 10 people. How many people are you following up with? So it's a way for me to ask questions that will prompt them to take action if they haven't already. So when I say, how many invites have you sent? If they haven't sent any invites, they're either going to have to say 0, or they're going to be like, oh crap, I need to invite 3 people, and they're going to go do that. Another question I like is, what objections are you hearing? Because a lot of new coaches, they hear an objection, like the cost is the common one, and they feel like it's a rejection. They feel like immediately, oh, it's too expensive for them, they're not going to do it. Or they don't have the time, they're not going to do it. And really, it's just an objection that they need your help in overcoming. So have that relationship with your coaches where they are free and open to tell you where they're struggling and what objections they're hearing, so that you can help them overcome that. And most importantly, have your coaches message you before they are about to start their first challenge pack. And really, the only intent of this is to make sure that they're asking about the discount coaching. A lot of new coaches tend to skip that. And I think if you can get them to sell a challenge pack and sign a coach at the same time, that's huge. Like, that's such a big recognition you can do. And they feel really confident when that happens. So make sure that you're there for that moment. If you're not, that's fine. And what I'll do if they sell a challenge pack and they don't reach out to me, I'll ask, did you ask about discount coaching before they signed up? And if they say no, I say that's totally fine. Here's a script that I would say next time before you're about to make the sale. Okay, so this is a challenge that Abby and I put together when we first created this. And I almost didn't show you guys this slide, or I almost altered it. Because I didn't know what kind of team you guys were, but I kept it because I'm thinking, if you guys want to hit emerald, or if you're already emerald and you want to hit diamond, then this is a perfect challenge for you guys. So the challenge is to send 30 coach recruiting invites by Sunday evening. And by coach recruiting invites, this is inviting specifically to the coaching opportunity. And I'm sure that you guys have scripts as well, but if you want scripts from me, just for variation, I can send you mine, but just send 30. And some strategies that you can use to make that, or to hit that goal, is to, number one, make a list of everyone that you'll invite. So, take some time scrolling Facebook, put it to good use, and write down those names that you see, especially those people that are already working out, or they're already eating healthy, or those people that say they need a second income, or they're saving for a wedding. Write down all of those people, and then when you go to invite them, just check them off your list, or definitely write down a time to follow up with them. If you're a pen and paper person, what I have seen some of my coaches do is they have a calendar and say, today is Tuesday, so I'm going to invite 5 people today, and then I'll write those 5 names on my follow-up list for tomorrow, and I'll write them in that calendar, and then do that the next day, move the next people out to Thursday and then Friday. Next is, you could write down the names of people that you actually send the invite to. So this is kind of the opposite, where if you don't want to think you've sent more invites than you already did, only write down the names that you did invite, so that you can keep track of them. You can do 10 a day and finish in 3 days, or if you start tomorrow, you could finish by, what would that be, Friday or Thursday? If you did 10 coaching invites a day, you could do all 30 at once. You could do, 3 or 4 a day, whatever gets you to 30 on Sunday. Make it work for you guys. And that's the biggest thing. Everything in Beachbody needs to be tailored to you. And it's your job to do that. Like, if you work full time and you cannot do a power hour all at once, that's fine. Split it up and do 30 minutes early in the morning, 30 minutes at lunch, and then 30 minutes after dinner. That's what I did when I was not coaching full-time and had that full-time job. I split it up throughout the day. And the same thing goes with invites. Kind of split it up to however you can fit it into your schedule. And then also use a variety of the scripts. Again, if you want the scripts that Abby and I put together, I can send them to you. But try using a lot of different verbiage, because you'll find that, you can't say the right thing to the wrong person or the wrong thing to the right person. And it's kind of hard to know, especially if you don't have a relationship with them yet. But some of your invites will have a better response than other invites. And you won't know that until you practice them and test them out. So use a variety. And then that way, after you send 30, you'll have a pretty good indicator of which ones work best for you. And you'll be able to tell, because the people who will respond to you are those that maybe your invite was a little better or less pushy or whatever it is. So use a variety. And I think that's it. So that's your challenge, is to invite 30 people to coaching. And if you're not yet Emerald, definitely consider signing up your spouse and your mom or dad. It's 110% worth it to get them on board.
I'll eventually figure out how to unmute. Thank you. That was awesome. So do you have a couple minutes to take questions if anybody has any?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody want to speak up? Everyone's going to be silent tonight.
Are there any Emeralds on this call, or all of you pushing the Emerald?
Oh, yeah. We've got some Emeralds here.
Nice.
We've got a few. Katie. Katie's getting very close to Diamond.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Megan just signed like 2 coaches like yesterday.
Oh my God. Rockstar.
Leanna, she like has just piling on coaches. She like decided she was going to coach. She was discount coach for like a year, and then decided, yeah, I'm going to do this. And now she's got, what do you have? Are you up to 4 now? Or you said 3? 3. She's going to be at 4. Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, the reason why I love working with my team is because when you guys, and I don't know if you guys have mostly down coaches now, or hopefully you have some people who want to work the business, but not only is it better, for team volume to recruit coaches who want to work the business and all of that, but getting someone on your team that has just as much passion as you and that wants to run with you and wants to like strategize with you and have ideas and all of that is like, so it's like a completely different level of coaching. Like that is what like gets me excited and sets my soul on fire, is working with those coaches that want to do the same. Yeah. And you'll know, like as soon as you recruit one, you're like so excited to get them started, and you're like, so you're pushing for them, and it's so exciting. So definitely recruit those coaches, because that's what will make this job even more fun for you guys.
Yes, I totally agree with that. I think like seeing a lot of my coaches more so recently in the last 6 months or so that are starting to take off, it is like the most exciting thing.
Yeah.
It's when you see your coaches like get it, and then they just start running, you're like, yes, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, if everyone's going to be silent, very, very odd for this crew. All right. Well, I guess we'll just thank you so much for that. That was great. Who's going to show of hands from those of you that I can see, who's going to accept the challenge, invite 30 people. Come on. We've got
challenge your coaches to do it too, you guys. For those of you that are already Emerald, challenge your coaches, and those of you that aren't, definitely take it to heart and do that, but share with everyone on your team, because the more people that do it, the more exciting it'll be. And you can even share in like your team page, like share the invites that you're doing. Just take a screenshot and share that. And also share the objections that you're hearing, because you will. I mean, their job. If you invite 30 people, you're going to hear 27 objections, most likely. So it's normal. Expect that. Don't expect that you're going to sign 30 coaches. And then use that to share with your teams. Angela or your success partner, someone can say, this is what I've said that helped me overcome that scenario or that objection.
Yeah. And like, I think the point you made was, about how it really does take practice. Like it does, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get it, the more you figure out what works for you and what really connects with people that you're trying to talk to. So it's scary. I get it. I still, sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. And, I'm still alive. I haven't died yet. So what's like your biggest piece of advice for people to get over that fear of sending, the invite to like that one person? There's always that one that you're just like so hesitant to ask.
I mean, yeah. So my tip for that is be genuine. And especially if you know them, I find that I'm typically nervous to ask people that I know, because I'm like, back to my very first day as a coach, I've been coaching for 2.5 years and I still feel that way if I know who they are and if I feel like they would be really awesome. And so what I resort to is be genuine in why I'm inviting them. And my kind of formula is I give them compliments and confidence. So what I'll say is, hey girl, I've been seeing a lot of your fitness posts pop up on my newsfeed. You're seriously so inspiring and I envy your abs. Have you ever considered becoming a coach? I think you'd be amazing and I'd love to work with you. And that sounds kind of long, but just break it down and say, first, compliment them on anything that you can think of, hopefully health and fitness related, or even their positivity or something that draws you to them. Compliment them, ask about coaching, and then end with confidence. Like, why do you think they would be so good, or why do you want to work with them? So that's kind of like what gets me over the hump of being so afraid, especially with people that I know. If you don't know them, you guys, you've got nothing to lose. Like, you should not be afraid to invite people you don't know.
That's so true. That's so true. I love that. Compliments and confidence. I love that. That's great. That's great. Okay.
It's been working really well. And I've never had a bad reaction to that. And I almost always get a response, even if it's, oh my God, you're the sweetest. Thank you so much. I'm like, yeah, no problem. If you ever consider it, let me know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a simple formula that you can follow for anyone, really, even strangers.
I love it. See, no one's died from inviting. No one. It is. It's like, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
They say, no, don't message me again. Okay.
And then I still put them on my follow-up list.
She's persistent. Do you see? That's why she's going 8-star qual. She's persistent. I like it.
No one falls off my follow-up list.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks again. Thank you so much for being on with us. Thanks to everybody that's got on. And I guess that's it. We'll see you guys.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Oh, bye.